My name is Niklas Willén, and I'm from Sweden, Stockholm. I studied conducting and piano and flute and composition, also at the Royal College of Music in Stockholm. And I started my career in Sweden back at the beginning of the 90s. And since 3 years almost, I live in South Germany, in Bavaria. So I'm here conducting this wonderful orchestra of the Princess Goiani Watana Music Institute. The Verdi piece is an overture. Verdi was an Italian opera composer mostly. And this is an opera overture. With all Verdi music, for me, it's a lot about destiny. And you can really hear the destiny in the music because it always moves. It moves forward. It never rushes, but it always moves. And also the overtures, like the operas, has a very clear beginning. And everything goes towards an end. And this is to the end we want to come. And the end sometimes, as all operas, ends very happily and sometimes very sadly. Well, it's a classic Verdi Italian overture with a lot of feelings and love and hate and emotions in it. And the Mahler Symphony is something completely different. I mean, Mahler also mostly is famous for his symphonies. This is the fourth one, which is actually the smallest one, which was originally planned to be in the third symphony, but it came in the fourth symphony instead. He wrote the second, third, and fourth symphonies based on traditional poems called the Knaben Wunderhorn, and it's in 4 movements. And this is a quite happy symphony, and it's about people traveling to heaven. So the first movement is about life on earth. The second movement is the trip to heaven, where the devil, which is played by the leader of the orchestra on a different tuned violin, and he's always by us. We are always having a conflict with the devil. And the third movement is the feeling of heaven. It's a very, very nice, slow movement. And the fourth movement with the song is just the explanation of the whole symphony, being a child's vision of heaven. So with all Mahler symphonies, it's a sort of story. He never wrote, it's not program music. He never wrote what it was about. It's just a sort of his expression of a very, very clear message. And it's a lot for the orchestra to do. Everyone has a solo, and it's quite complicated, but they are doing absolutely fine, the orchestra, and I think they're having a good time. It's a tricky symphony. I mean, I love Bangkok. I must say, this, as I told you, this is my first time in Bangkok, my first time in Asia, and coming from Europe is very, very special because I like to walk. I walk a lot, and people think I'm crazy because I never take taxi or tuk-tuk. Really fascinated me was that if you walk in the street in Bangkok, for you it's natural, but for me it's so unnatural that if you smile to someone, you get a huge smile back. If you walk in Stockholm and smile to someone you don't know, they think you're crazy. And this for me is the Thai people really in a nutshell. You are smiling and you're nice to each other, and you sort of appreciate communication, you appreciate life, and you appreciate happiness. I talked to a lot of people. I made a bunch of new friends, taxi drivers, tuk-tuk drivers, monks, musicians, young people, old people. I had street food and everything. No, I'm just in love with Bangkok. I think my advice could be trying to find the combination of hard work, which it is, of course, to play an instrument, practicing your instrument when you play in orchestra, learning your music, prepare yourself technically and also musically, always trying to have this feeling of having fun. It's not a job. And I have to think about that all the time, what you are doing, why you are doing. If you do it because you love to play, never stop loving to play.